Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the world of ready-made stores. Thank you for joining us this evening. This is the first of two complimentary webinars which are provided with our compliments from ready-made stores for those customers who have a brand new online shop, who have just received an online shop, and also for customers who would like to, prospective customers who are looking at purchasing an online shop. So welcome to everybody, and also huge congratulations to all those customers who have a brand new shop ready for us to unpack this evening. Just a couple of things for logistics for this evening. If you do get logged out, don't panic. Just go back into one of the emails that you have with the webinar link, and you can go in and reactivate yourself very quickly. So just have that email handy. If you're struggling with sound, please let me know. Maybe pop a little question in the Q&A box if you're struggling with sound. But I do hope that I am speaking loudly and clearly enough for everybody. This webinar is also being recorded and will be made available to everybody after the webinar closes, so you will have it on hand. This evening we have with us Anthony Phillips, who is the CEO of Ready Made Stores. So welcome to Anthony. And it is just myself this evening hosting the webinar. So I will be taking you through the webinar step by step. Just to ask everybody if you could maybe have a paper and a pen handy. I quite like to work alongside you on things and not just drone on for hours. I think it's quite nice. Take this as an opportunity for us to do the homework together, if potentially you're avoiding doing it by yourself because your day is so busy. So get a pen and paper, and also the login details that you would have received for new customers. You would have received a whole lot of login details from Ready Made Stores, which will be handy to have as we are going to go into all the different portals as we journey through the webinar. There is also going to be a Q&A at the end of the webinar. You are welcome to submit your questions and answers on the side. You'll actually see it second from the top. I can see it as Q&A. Second from the top, you're welcome to leave your questions there, and I will do my best to answer all of them at the end of the webinar. Okay, so now we are going to start a little bit about myself before we head into the agenda. My name is Odette. I am the Ready Made mentor and very proud and honored brand ambassador for Ready Made Stores, and also your webinar facilitator for this evening. A little bit about myself. I grew up in a family farm store here in South Africa. My parents had a family business for a total of 25 years. I have served customers from the age of 8 years old. So I am very customer orientated and service support orientated as well. I left home at 17 and I worked in London for 10 years, where I had some of the best training I've ever had. I returned to South Africa and founded my own e-commerce business in 2005, selling my list of bucket list dreams, which nobody said would work. And here I am 16 years later, and obviously before COVID, diminished the business. It was a thriving business, and let's hope that it gets back on its feet after COVID and lockdown is behind us. I am a single parent and single-handedly grew my business to a multi-seven-figure turnover during a recession and also load shedding. For those of you who are South African, you will know what a great feat that can be. I also mention here that I do not have a tertiary education, and therefore anyone can do this. E-commerce, can be quite scary, overwhelming, and intimidating to all of us. It is a very, very broad subject, very, very broad, and there are many components that form e-commerce. However, I like to take everything in chunks and then create bite-sized pieces from each chunk and take it in baby steps. So I have been able to do that over the last 16 years. I've mastered some of it. I'm still learning a lot, but absolutely anyone can master e-commerce, drop shipping, and online digital business. It's the way the world is heading, and we all have to move in that direction. Okay? If you want to go and socially, validate me and see a little bit more about me, you can find me on LinkedIn or on Google. So the agenda for this evening is to discuss what your online store includes, what comes with your purchase. Then we are going to unpack the delivery of your ready-made store and all that that entails. We're going to do that together. We are also going to look at the customer service support center, which is behind the scenes offered by ready-made stores, their after-sales service, all the different marketing services that they offer as part of your online shop or that you can purchase as an add-on service. We are also going to go into the back end of your online shop to explore that, which will be very handy for the customers, prospective customers who are considering the purchase of a ready-made store. They will actually get to see exactly what's included. And then we are going to finish with some Q&As. Okay, so we're going to begin now with what is included in your ready-made store purchase. These are some of the main highlights. There are more, but every single ready-made store includes a minimum of 200 products that will be pre-populated into your online store. All of the products are offered by fully vetted suppliers. We do not use any suppliers that are not vetted 4 stars or over. It's very important with drop shipping and any business really that the suppliers we are using are a direct reflection of ourselves. They need to be reliable, they need to be on time, committed to what they're doing, they need to have exceptional customer service, and most importantly, they also need to have a very, very good quality product. All of the stores are Google indexed, which means that Google knows about the store, and therefore when people are searching for your type of product or store, by it being indexed on Google, it is more likely to be ranking organically, okay? And every store includes marketing and technical support, obviously before the purchase, as well as the after-sales support. There are no monthly costs. Very important, a lot of people ask that. When you buy your store, it is yours, okay? And you also get 100% of the profits. So this is not a pyramid scheme or Amway or anything like that. You get 100% of the profits of whatever you sell. If you decide to make up your markup margin a little bit less, that's up to you. But once we've sold the store, it really is your business. Okay, now some wonderful key features of the store. There are many others, but these are the top 5 that I have chosen. You are allowed, or should I say able, to add products manually. This comes up often, and it's really important to know that you will get your store with pre-populated products, but perhaps you have, let's say, for example, your own pet shop here in SA, and you want to add your own pet products that maybe you've created. You are able to add those manually. So you can sell globally, or you can also focus on the local markets. Very important as well is to have reporting functionality and metrics or insights that comes with part of your store. If we don't know how we're doing, then how can we progress? So it's quite important to have that, and all shops do. You are able to search for and import products easily. Okay, literally with the click of a button. It's that simple. You can update product information and pricing, also something that's very simple to do, and you can set and apply your own profit margins so you can stay competitive, especially if you are competing with direct shops that are similar. Okay. Part of what you get with your store is professional support. The head office for Ready-Made Stores is based in the UK. That is where our CEO is based and his support team there, as well as here in South Africa. I am based in South Africa, so I understand the South African market and also some of the challenges that we are facing here. And we have a small team here in SA supporting you, as well as the access to us over phone, email, online chat, and remote support. We have online marketing support, as well as a host of free training downloads, which we are going to go through in more detail when we are in the knowledge base. Perhaps what I should have mentioned at the beginning is that I'm going to be walking you through this presentation as a customer of Ready-Made Stores, because that is where my journey began with Ready-Made Stores. Probably in July or August last year, I made a purchase of their partner store, as well as I acquired a drone shop that came with the store. And I have to say, I was blown away, and I still am, by everything that Ready-Made Stores offers. So I'd like to share this presentation with you as a customer to Ready-Made Stores, but also from the perspective of somebody who has been in e-commerce here in South Africa for 16 years now. The landscape is very, very different to when I started. I have spent an absolute fortune on my online platform. And honestly, had I known that there was something out here available like Ready-Made Stores a long time ago, I would have definitely gone this route, because through and through, I just feel that Ready-Made Stores is offering exceptional value for money, which we will expand on as we actually go onto their website. So a little bit about Ready-Made Stores is that they do all of the market research for you. You can be assured that whatever store is live and available to purchase is a trending niche of products, okay? They're not going to have anything on there that isn't a trend or purchased by really cool little niche audiences around the world. The market research is done by professionals, and it's all done for you. Obviously, with each store, it has its own niche bundle of themed products that go with that store. They are quality products from fully vetted suppliers with a star rating of 4 stars to 5 stars. So you're assured of credibility. Okay, Ready-Made Stores has been in business for about 10 to 12 years, the actual business of Ready-Made Stores, but in total, the CEO and founders have been in business for 25 years. So they really have been in the business for a long time, and they know as startup experts exactly what it is that us as aspiring entrepreneurs, digital entrepreneurs, exactly what it is that we need. They are online business startup specialists, online technical experts, and online marketing experts, which I'm going to show to you in more detail. Part of investigating or exploring a new company whom we'd like to make a purchase with is to social proof them. And when I was a prospective customer for ready-made stores, I jumped onto Google. Unbelievably, 80% of us statistically stalk each other online before we do business together. And I wanted to find out what the reviews were for ready-made stores. And I found some incredible reviews about ready-made stores and how good they are on Hello Peter. You can see that in the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Hello Peter, for me, we have a bit of a love-hate relationship. I find it a little bit of a moaning platform, which is why I was even more surprised to see that Ready-Made Stores was on there with a 4.8 star rating. It could even be 4.9 now, but that really blew me away and pretty much was the done deal in terms of making a purchase with them. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to visit the Ready-Made Store website. I'm just going to share it now. So just to briefly speak you through the website, you land on the home page and you have their tagline, everything you need to start selling worldwide, delivered in 24 hours. And they really do deliver on that promise, as well as not everyone is a graphic designer, technician, marketer, social guru, and business person all in one. So Ready-Made Store starts you on the next level with a ready-made store, product supplier support, and live site indexed in Google. Everything you need on day one. Guys, again, I've been at this for 16 years. I can't believe that there is a business in a box like this. I mean, it's just all of the thinking work has been done for you. All the groundwork has been done. And most of us who started at the beginning in SA when e-commerce just started, we would have spent hours and hours and a fortune gathering this information ourselves. Okay, so you can go online and have a look here. These are some of the things that I've already mentioned in our presentation. We're going to go through to the stores ready to purchase now. These are all of the stores available for you to purchase and receive within 24 hours, depending on when it is that you place your order. Okay. And like I was saying, these are all market researched stores with niche bundles of products pre-populated into the online shops. Okay, gamers, drones, fitness, travel shops, the baby shop, you know, healthy stores, beauty stores. It really is great. Okay, people who are into tech, etc., etc. There's also a custom niche site for you. So there might be something that you have in mind, I don't know, crazy hats or selling umbrellas or something, you know, crazy or more linked to you. They can actually put together a custom niche site for you for 7,999, and that would also come pre-populated with the products of your choice. Okay. Here you can see a little online chat assistant, which is amazing. They have some key features there. Own it, no fees. We keep saying this. There's absolutely no monthly fees. It says that here. You know, it's your own brand, your own domain, site files, images, everything. It's all yours. You can move it wherever you want, to who you want. You're not tied to them at all. There's no monthly fees. I saw a question in our Q&A, no monthly fees. There's also no hosting for 12 months either, no commissions, no profits split. There's a little schedule callback, so you can contact them, you can ask them to call you back. I just want to go onto one of the stores to have a little look. I seem to like the vegan shop for some reason. It's trending here where I live. And here we're looking at a live version. You can actually click on this and go and see a live version of the shop. which I'm going to have to share with you. So I'll go back to that one. But here, when you're looking at the landing page, you have what the sale includes. So I mentioned most of these during the presentation, but you also have a very responsive mobile device design, which is absolutely critical right now, okay? 80%, if not more, of all online purchases are being made via mobile devices. Very few people are purchasing using their laptops, desktops. It's all on tablets and mostly mobiles, okay? So you will get that responsive design as part of your store, as well as the free access to marketing training documents, business knowledge-based documents. You have your support management system and staff. I see here that they have increased their 30-day responsive support is now 90 days. So when you get your store, you have 90 days where you can hold somebody's hand while you're starting your business. You can send through requests and queries through the support ticketing system or online chat, and someone will be there to help you, which is absolutely incredible after sale service, and probably quite expensive for them to be providing as well. Then that all comes for free with your store. Okay, guys, that really is incredible. This is the features tab, which I only found a little bit later, so perhaps you have overlooked it as well. You can actually have a look at some of the site backend features. Okay, you have different color presets. You can search for and import products easily. There are various selectable theme layouts, auto pricing markup, update info pricing with one click, fulfill orders automatically with one click. There's so much automation which makes your life so much easier, especially if you're purchasing an online shop to create an additional stream of income for yourself. So let's say you have a full-time job and you have this online shop that you're maybe working on in the evenings and in weekends, perhaps dipping into it a little bit during the day. But what I love is how automated the shop is. Okay, it obviously is not going to run by itself. You do need to keep your thumb on the pulse, but there's a lot of nitty-gritty has been automated for you. So it's just a matter of getting to grips with how it all works. Really cool things like discount coupons, importing product reviews, all the different payment gateway options. Again, you know, your metrics and insights, your reporting, and free updates. Okay, that really is fabulous. So going on a little bit for their business and marketing support, there's a lot of free after-sales support that you get, but there are some other options that we have been working on over the last 3 to 4 months. An existing package that they have is the Grow My Traffic plan that helps you with setting up your social media, and obviously helping you with that and driving traffic to your social media pages. And we also have created some webinars for intermediate and advanced digital marketing. Those intermediate digital marketing is due to launch tomorrow. I will be hosting that, as well as the digital marketing advanced. So that's where we are going to go into various things like advertising on Facebook and Instagram, advertising on Google, TikTok, email marketing, search engine optimization, TikTok, YouTube, social media management, you name it, we're going to be covering it. And another really cool subscription that we have is called the Ready Made Mentor, which is something that I am also providing through Ready Made Stores. And that's where we buddy you every day, or should I say, I am buddying you every day on how to run your online shop in the same way that I am running mine. So I am sharing how I'm running my shop, what I'm doing in my shop today, problems I'm having in the shop, you know, troubleshooting, maybe we've had some fraud or a complaint from a customer, how I'm handling it, how I'm turning bad experiences for customers into good ones so that we have them as lifetime clients, reminders on what every online shopkeeper should be doing daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly, as well as motivation. Who am I following? What information am I gathering that's current? What has become dated? So that's also really cool. And I'm enjoying the group of aspiring online shopkeepers that we have already, and they seem to be enjoying my shares with them every day. Okay, something else I noticed as a prospective customer to Ready Made Stores are these incredible free training videos that they have embedded into their business and marketing support page as well. That really is handy. We're all responsible for, you know, doing lots of upskilling in order to handle and work our shops. And I feel that Ready Made Stores really has provided everything under the sun right under your fingertips. Okay, and there are some live sites that you can actually go and select, and you can go straight through to see them live on Google, waiting for somebody to purchase them. And again, free hosting, owned, and no fees. Okay. So when we go into your online shop, we are going to look at the main headings, which would be the media library, the pages, the product feed, plugins, customization, integrating social media, and also the web page footer. So it is quite a comprehensive dashboard, but we will work through that together. So I hope you have the login details and you're jumping in there now. I'm just going to go into mine. Okay. We are going to go into what we call a dummy shop or a sandpit shop. It is purely for educational purposes, and it's what we use for training. Okay, so here we have a nice simplified dashboard. It's very smart, it's laid out, it's very easy to use. We have a Ready Made Store overview. This is a really nice dashboard that just gives you a snapshot of everything. It's absolutely outstanding. We have orders, revenue, visitors, products. There's over 10,000 products in the store. We've had 14,600 in the last 30 days of visitors. So we're getting some really good traffic. Okay, we have all of our orders, etc. Then we go to our store settings. And here you have the details for branding. Okay, contact information, you would complete that. Very simple. Social media. You'd put in all of your accounts here. Currencies. If you are selling predominantly to the American market, it's advisable to have your website in US dollars. If you are selling to the European market, it would be in euros, or the UK market, it would be in sterling. That is one thing worth remembering. And then also you have your exchange rates here, and you can see when it was last checked. It's very important to have that up to date. You have your search engine optimization, which is also amazing. That's all done. So all of this has been done for you when you get your online shop. Okay, all of this, your little license key, setup. There are the different layouts. Look at that. And these layouts are also very modern, cutting edge, dynamic, mobile responsive, and they are also up to date, you know, designs. And everything now is about less words and all pictures. You must have your products on the homepage. It's all just about selling. No more long wordy documents all over the place, articles all over the place. If you have an online shop, you need to get people on the homepage, on the landing pages, and just shopping. Okay. A little bit about your products. Here we have over 10,000 products. They are all in there. You can see when they've all been published. Okay. Here is what we get asked about often. This is where you would add new products. Okay. Here's all of the information that you would complete about stock levels, regular price, sale price, what is the weight, what is the size, dimensions, colors, all of that sort of thing. Okay, so you can add your own products, very important. Product categories, that's all here. There are parent categories and then subcategories. So that would be a parent category. This would be a subcategory. These are all in there. You can also create new ones. You can move things around. You can import reviews. This is where you would import your reviews. That's very important so that people can socially validate and feel secure that the products you are selling are have been purchased and customers are liking the products. This is where you would update your products. Okay. Also, all at the touch of a button. You've got coupons in here. So you know where you can add coupons to incentivize people to shop. This is where you would set that up. We have one on our online shop for 100 Rand off your first order. It really does encourage people to shop online independently and not ask us to do it for them as well. It just gives them a little bit of a nudge in the right direction. Here we have baskets, so this would be your abandoned carts, okay? Your orders and your reports, which we speak about. These are very important to have an idea of how you are doing. There's a sales activity and a traffic report. Then if we go down here, if you were to be running a blog as part of your online shop, which is recommended, we also have a blog with our online shop, and we have 4 blogs a month that we publish. You would add your new blogs here. That's where you would see all of them. So that would be all of your posts. Obviously, there's no blog articles in this training demo shop, but this is where you would add it. Very simple. Blog categories, also tags, which are the same as hashtags. It's a way that people can find your articles easier. We were talking about media, where you would find all of the images that you would add to the front end of your shop. Pages, that's also very important. That's where you would have about us, or the basket page, the checkout page, delivery and returns, terms and conditions, privacy policy. Just in itself, you know, to come up with terms and conditions specific for your store and the country you are in, as well as the privacy policy. I have spent a fortune in having this done and checked and validated by business attorneys. So this comes with every ready-made store, and my assumption is that it would also be updated as things change in the legal landscape. But that is a massive saving just to have that in your online shop, ready to go, and not have to worry about that when you start your business. Okay, and then here you have your users and plugins. You can see which plugins you have, which ones are inactive, and obviously maybe you would like to add some new ones. Be very careful when you start adding plugins to your online shop. Make sure that it is compatible with your ready-made store. And I suggest maybe submitting a ticket through your support desk the support desk portal to see if what you're wanting to achieve with the plugin that you want to add to your online shop is compatible, just before adding it and then maybe crashing your site. So before you do anything like that, just check with the support team if it's compatible. Another really cool new feature that Ready Made Stores has added to their most recent online shops is that you can actually connect with the knowledge base portal from within the back end of your online shop, which is so super cool. Okay, I mean, it's just amazing. So while you're in here, you could go, let's test it. So process order. I mean, there you go. So let's say you have just received an order, and as a new online shopkeeper, you don't know what to do. It's just popped up there. Frequently asked questions. I mean, this is amazing. You have a full guide on how to process orders, how to deal with empty baskets, etc. Amazing. So my suggestion is, if you have received an online shop, is to spend some time really getting to know your online store. Feel very confident with the back end of the shop as well as the front end. You want to be so confident in your online store that you're almost driving it like a car, okay? And then when you're confident with that, move on to the digital marketing and the social media platforms and starting to get some traffic to the site. So with baby steps, I would start at the beginning starting blocks, and really understand your shop, understand the knowledge base portal, understand the front end, place some test orders, do some test transactions, and understand the gears of your online shop and know how to operate it before you move on to the next stage of digital marketing and traffic. I think we've pretty much covered everything that I wanted to cover today for the back end of the shop. We are now going to go back to the presentation and share. Obviously, when you have your online store, it's all been unpacked. You also need a payment gateway. So what exactly is a payment gateway? It is an application which is connected to the bank account that you wish to receive online payments. The payment gateway authorizes these online payments on your behalf. There are many payment gateways to choose from, and finding the perfect solution for your business is easy. And again, Ready Made Stores has come up with their top 5 that integrate and work well with their online shops and your Ready Made Stores. So you would be choosing from PayFast, PayPal, Stripe, 2Checkout, and Rave. And there's another one that I would like to add, which we have been using. It's called PayJustNow. Is also a really cool payment gateway for clients in South Africa who still like to lay-buy products. And it means that you don't lose those customers, okay? Because we have an issue in our store where people want to pay deposits, and of course, how do you start tracking that? And I'm certainly not going to start having Excel spreadsheets all over the place. So maybe you want to jot down a really cool payment portal as well. It's basically short-term credit, and it is called PayJustNow, as well as something like PayFast, PayPal, Rave, 2Checkout, and Stripe. It might be nice to have 3 of them, PayFast, PayPal, and PayJustNow, or Rave, PayPal, and PayJustNow. It's up to you. All of the documentation is within the knowledge base portal. You may or may not need a developer to assist you with the hooking up of the payment gateway. Perhaps you can do it yourself. The scripting and the documentation will be in the knowledge base for you to learn and assist yourself with. Again, it's not something I've ever had access to, So that really is a cost savings in itself. Okay. And in terms of operations and fulfillment tasks, like we found when we were going through the back end of your store, there was a lot of information connecting from the little help button that was pulling through in order to help you with the order dashboard and process, processing orders, processing refunds, how to keep your website up to date, how to, updating it. It's all in there. And as I said, really takes the time and the patience to learn how your online store works before you move to the next stage of driving traffic. It's nice to feel confident before you move to the next stage, especially when you start getting customer emails and calls and you need to know what it is that you're talking about. Okay. So we're coming to the end of our webinar for this evening. I've done quite a bit of chatting, and our webinar next week, Tuesday, is also complimentary from Ready Made Stores. So everybody is welcome to join us at 8 p.m. next Tuesday. And I will be chatting a little bit more about digital marketing and how that works. We'll just be touching on quite a few different topics, like identifying your hero product, Canva, which is a tool that we use for all of our banners and creatives, identifying your audience for marketing purposes and how to do that, how to set up your social media accounts, which is very simple. Again, we will focus on the knowledge base portal where you can find so much information already there, prepared for you by Ready Made Stores. We will chat a little bit about email marketing using MailChimp, as well as PPC using Google, and the preparations you will need to do before you are ready for that. We will touch on using WhatsApp for Business, which is working very, very well for myself in my own online shop. South Africans are really enjoying using WhatsApp to communicate with us. I chatted a lot about the Ready Made Mentor subscription, as well as the intermediate and advanced digital marketing webinars taking place from tomorrow. I spoke about that when we were going through the Ready Made Stores website. So we'll be touching on all of those topics next week. And we are finished for this evening. And now we are going to have a look at your questions. And I'm going to do my best to answer all of them. Okay. I think one thing that we didn't do for some strange reason was to actually go into your emails. I seem to have missed that, for which I apologize. So I'm just going to jump in there now. I think I just have so many screens on the go here, but I don't want to forget this because it's very important. So you would have also received the online details for accessing your email account. We don't need to have an email lesson because we all know how to do that. But obviously, when you do access your brand new email account, you will see some shortcuts over here, top left-hand corner. That will be for tasks, which is really cool. Address book, calendar, and your email. Little shortcuts down the left-hand side here along the top. But I always aim for the little settings cog, the little edit settings. And here you can open it up on the left-hand side. What I'm interested in most would be maybe a signature, and definitely the autoresponders and forwarding. Okay, so maybe you want to set those up, see how that all works. It's all very straightforward. Okay. There you go. So we've also looked at your email as well. Very simple, very straightforward, and it's just a matter of opening all the different menus. Okay, so now we really are going to look at your questions. Thank you for listening, and let's have a look here. Okay, so we've responded to Mark that there are no monthly fees. Obviously, there's hosting fees after 12 months, but other than that, there isn't. Every store looks exactly the same besides the name. Yes, that is correct. We are using a template that is proven. We are just obviously changing the themes, the colors, the banners, etc. The theme and the layout, it works. It's about being super, super simple, and the focus is all about the product. The actual layout itself has been scientifically proven, as this is what customers are using and using well, and it's also something that people understand how to navigate around it. So yes, that is correct, and it's working. Okay, am I able to add items that aren't on the website? Yes, you are. Marora, you can definitely add your own products to the website. The difference between the RMS partner store and the normal store is that partner store means that you are a reseller for the stores. So you yourself might to sell the RMS stores. So that's what I have, and it's something that I have bolted onto my own online shop, which gets a lot of traffic, and it's just something else for me to offer my clients who are already online shoppers. And I can just, you know, I can show you very quickly how it looks, which is how I've done it. So if you have a business that blends in well, you could buy an online partner store and then just bolt it onto something that you have already. I'm just going to show you what I've done because the marketing is almost seamless for me. It's just another stream of income. It's just taking so long to share. Okay, so I'm just going to go onto my main website very quickly. It's not about chatting about my website, but here. So there I have my drone shop that I've bolted onto my main platform. And I've also purchased the RMS partnership and I've put it there. So that's where it is. Okay, there you go. It's basically, I've used my own shop as a gateway to the partner shop. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Hosting fees, let's see, no. Hosting fees is an operational cost. So with our stores, it doesn't mean that we won't have operational costs. I see it's been explained here as well by my colleague Daniela. But no, it's once you have your store, you have your store, and everybody has rent to pay, etc., etc. But you won't have to pay any hosting fees until after 12 months, and they really are negligible. The account payment, how do you add your own account number? So my assumption is that this is linked with the payment gateway, which will provide you with your own account number, and that's all hooked up between your bank, the payment gateway, and your store. There's information for that in a knowledge base. All of the documentation is in there, and you may need to get a developer to help you with connecting the payment gateway, or you might be able to follow the instructions and do that yourself. Edward is asking, what is the cost after 12 months? You would only have your marketing budget, as well as any staff costs that you have, your advertising cost. With any business, you will have your own expenses and your hosting costs, but you don't share your profits or anything like that. And there's no more to pay for the actual store because you get the store and it's yours, it's your business. After 12 months, if my information is correct, I think the hosting fee is negligible. It's probably no more than 200 Rand, etc. I will find out the exact fees. Some people move their store to their own hosting provider, which you're, happy to do. I know for my microsites, I am not spending any more than 100 Rand a month in hosting fees, which frankly is just pennies. So it does depend if you have a .co, a .com, a .coza, a .org, whatever it is that you have as the file extension to your domain name will depend on what the hosting fee will be, but it really isn't much. I need to do anything on the app, choosing options 1 on selling my store. We will look at responding that afterwards. I'm not entirely sure what this question is looking at. How do I populate my calculations, delivery, and margins to my online shop pricing? Okay, so all of this information will be in Tabani. You can find all of this information in the knowledge base portal. Please do a search there. If you are still struggling, please do support a ticket and you will get assistance with that. But information about pricing is in the knowledge base portal. The profit percentage, Edward, is set to 100%. You are able to amend that as you please. You might want to be, really taking on your competitors directly. You don't want to be outpricing yourself. So it all depends on what it is that you are wanting to sell at what price that you have done your own research at. But it is default set to 100% and you may change it. Okay, again, another question about the profit margins. It's default set to 100%. You may change it. Okay. Okay, Siobhan, I suggest that you seek guidance with the online support team, and please could you submit a ticket? I seem to have lost where I was. Please submit a ticket with this issue that you have with the support desk. Okay, Arabing, if you're having problems with AliExpress, you'll need to be more specific about that. Perhaps go through the training documents. If you cannot find the answers in there, submit a ticket to the support desk. But I suggest having a look through the documents to see if you're applying the process correctly when you are submitting your orders. Okay. In terms of sales tax, you will need to be adding tax to your products. Okay, that's something that we all have to add. If you have a VAT number, I think in order to qualify for a VAT number, you need to be earning 1.2 million Rand per annum in order to have a VAT number. If you are underneath that, then you do not need to be adding tax to your products. Okay. Mark, in terms of your Facebook ad spend, I agree with you. It is a very, very long journey. It's something that, you need to be working at all the time. Potentially, we might need to have a discussion separately about this. There's quite a lot that needs to be in place before placing ads. It could be, how the ads are positioned, what it is that you're selling. It could be to the wrong audience. It's quite intricate. It's something that needs to be prepared for before we go online placing adverts. As a first-time buyer, do you advise an RMS store? You can have whatever you feel comfortable with. Maybe you want to have a store and then upgrade. It's up to you. Perhaps do a little bit more research. I like the RMS store because I can resell it to my clients. I do have a lot of experience in e-commerce, so it's easier for me to do. Maybe you want to start your journey with an online store before you upgrade. It's up to you. Anthony has confirmed here that it is $360 per month for hosting, and that's with ready-made stores. You're obviously welcome to host your shop somewhere else. And here Anthony confirms that this is after 12 months. Okay, that I feel is still an absolute steal, and it really is almost like just renting your domain. That's all it is. You know, we all have to pay for what it is, the services that we're making use of, and we need to pay for our domains to be hosted. And that is a very standard, normal fee for any online business to be paying for, okay? Can I make my own YouTube channel to go traffic? Of course, you can do whatever you like. Of course, you can have your own online channel, your own online YouTube channel. Do you create a mobile app for our stores? That I am uncertain of. I actually don't think that has been done as yet, but you are able, the template is a mobile responsive template. So it's very easy to look at from your mobile, and you can place orders online successfully. So yes, you can use the store as well from a mobile view. Okay, and I see Daniela has helped with some of the questions that are coming through. Again, welcome with YouTube. Do whatever you need to do to sell your products or your ready-made stores. How is shipping in SA now? You were advised against marketing in SA. Well, people are drop shipping all of the time, very successfully. And it's quite interesting, you know, I placed an order on Takealot the other day, and I think I ordered about 6 items, and the delivery was 3 to 4 weeks. And I didn't bat an eyelid because I knew that all of the products were coming from different places. Takealot is obviously, you know, a very sound business. And I just had this idea that all these different products are coming and they need to be collected, and then it's going to come to me. And when people are shopping online, if you want something urgently like groceries or, you know, certain household products that you need straight away, well, then you wouldn't necessarily buy that online. You would just jump in your car and go and get it, or use the 60-minute shopping app from Checkers. But generally speaking, when I shop online, and I know when a lot of other people shop online, I assume that it's only going to be with me in 3 to 4 weeks, and I'm actually okay with that. I plan in advance, you know, I'm not too bothered when it gets here, just as long as it gets here. So I don't believe that marketing in SA is a bad thing. I think we have an incredible group of consumers here in SA. And as I've said, I personally have grown my business selling luxury experiences that you would think no one can afford. And I managed to grow my business by 500% during a recession. So I'm telling you now, people in SA have a lot of money to spend. We have a lot of needs and wants, and ready-made stores is a great opportunity for us to purchase online shops so that we can service the South African markets, our local communities, and all of the little niche audiences that we're a part of. Let's say, vegan groups and pet shop groups and, baby groups, etc. So we all belong to these different pockets of people who have interests in different products here in SA, who all want them and can be provided with them. So I don't believe that, I'm afraid. Yes, ready-made stores are actually available to sell globally. So what interested me about a ready-made store during lockdown was my desire to tap into and create foreign exchange for myself, which is why, for example, I purchased the drone shop, because I had visions of obviously training my children, my teenagers, how to use this e-commerce site and drop shipping drones worldwide. So if your focus is the South African market, like my online shop, Celestial Gifts, our whole online shop is in South African rands because that's where we are focusing. If you buy a ready-made store and you are focusing on the South African market, then yes, you should have the default currency to rands. If you are interested in exploring a different region like the United States, the United Kingdom, or Europe, that is also available to you, and you can use sterling, euro, or dollar. I was just saying that it is important to default set your site to the currency that your audience is most based in, okay? I think, Mark, that would need to be taken offline with Anthony. Unsure how to answer that question. We are going to start wrapping up for this evening. I hope that you found that it was beneficial to you and informative and helpful, and that it has just demystified some of the questions that you might have had and made it more real. And we look forward to seeing you next week. And if you have any other questions for us, you're welcome to email the support team. Thanks so much for joining us this evening, guys. And we will also be sending you a thank you email as well as a recording of the webinar. Okay? Take care and good evening. If you are looking to be added for next week, we will be sending a link every week, a new fresh link for the webinar that's taking place every Tuesday. And we look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. Thank you and take care, everybody.